currently make music with a project called Liquid Playboys. It is the result of spending a lot of time figuring out what I liked about electronic music that I'd become fascinated with and putting that into action.
I understand you went to back to school to learn, was it audio engineering or was it audio processing?
I was working in a commercial studio in Tribeca, and when I got the job, I thought I had made it. But I was turned out really hating life. So they were used to this process of almost like a very Mad Men, like Pepsi calls you and they're like, send us a demo and then we'll give you a few $1,000s or tens of thousands of dollars to like sit around in the studio and figure out a jingle.
Hmm.
But that's not how it was when I ended up working there. So I ended up spending like 40 hours a week there, getting paid like not a lot of money, kind of just hanging out. It was kind of stupid because like, I could have made so much music, but I was super depressed because I felt like really listless. And I was like, what am I even doing here? So after enough of that, I realized that I should maybe go back to school. And I'd always had a relationship with, digital audio. I had this vague sense of I want to work on tools for musicians. And there I realized that I actually liked writing DSP and that I like coding and that I can actually do it. And then I kind of turned the focus of my thesis work into making audio plugins.
You managed to find like the synthesis of like what you're actually interested in and then like have the tech knowledge to like make it happen.
Exactly. I mean, I always was really opinionated about audio processing, about audio plugins, about my relationship to whether it was Pro Tools or Ableton Live. It felt like a really natural fit. And the one blocker was that I felt like I didn't really do math in high school either. Like I was like not a math person. I was a liberal arts person. That was the main blocker because I want to do audio software. I would love to make a plugin, but I was like, I don't fucking know how you do that.
I feel like I'm grilling on the career stuff just because I think it's interesting to figure out, to not maybe know exactly what one wants to do from the second you leave high school or even college. How did you get into making music on the computer? And is that your main like form of expression right now as a musician?
I was almost like reflexively, weirdly against it. I was living in Seattle and I was in this band and just a traditional rock band, 4-piece, really loved Pavement. And I had a studio in the basement of the house I was living in. I had gotten a cracked version of Ableton Live like when I was a freshman in college. That was around when Girl Talk was really popular, and just made the most terrible like attempts at mashups, not really understanding how any of that worked.
Uh-huh.
But I got the Ableton controller, a push 2, incidentally, which I was able to buy because a school bus had hit my van and
Ah.
left a note saying that they would arrange for an insurance settlement. So I got like $1,000 or something like that. I
Okay.
wasn't in the van. It was while I was parked.
Okay, yeah, I
Yeah,
see.
sorry. Important
We're
clarification. That was the start of it, but I wasn't very good at it at all. And still I was trying to do the band thing mostly. I don't think I really started to get a hold of it until I was in a context where I felt like I needed to be creating even more music. I'd been talking to my partner, my now wife actually, and she told me about how like she's a designer, and she talked about how like this designer she really admired. They'd done this project where they did a piece or a design every day for a year, and I thought, wouldn't that be a wonderful way to learn how to make music on the computer? So I guess maybe that was the big thing. I committed to do a project where I wrote a song and recorded it and mastered it one a day for a year.
Do you have a favorite song off the album or like one that you feel like is sort of the like central kind of piece of it?
I still have a really really soft spot for Feels Like I'm Always Falling. It's actually one that started in that class that I referenced for a project, and I was living in Park Slope. I really loved our apartment. We like lived a block away from the park.
Ah.
I don't know where that field recording is from, actually. I think we were taking a lot of blocks, and that might have been from somewhere like on the west side, maybe on the West Side Highway, like somewhere around. I was doing a lot of like walking around at night and getting stuff. So it just
Mm.
gave me that energy of like when like, especially that area when it's like, it's like July but it's like 10 p.m. So it's just like the heat that you're getting is like the ambient heat off of the concrete, and like
Mhm.
it's just really beautiful.